Hey everyone, welcome back to another Rut for a Cue video, and welcome back to frame 20 of Mine and Size Best of 35 Epic Summer Extravaganza. And yeah, we're on frame 20, so not quite on the home straight, but yeah, definitely on the final stages of this of this match. But before we go any further, I want to come clean and apologise for losing the last 2 or 3 minutes of this frame. In my defense, the frames were longer than normally, and my camera ran out of memory card space at the end of this frame. I did check the available space before and even reduced the resolution of this frame to get more recording time. However, the camera still stopped recording after about 34 minutes, despite saying at the start of the frame it had about 40 minutes left. It's doubly frustrating because I thought we'd captured everything. I even messaged Si when I got home and said that I checked it and I think we've got everything, but I must have been looking at the wrong frame because I definitely don't have the end of this match. So, Si, if you're watching, feel free to jump in the comments and tell me what you think you remember happening at the end of this frame, because I only remember the result. But for now, let's watch the rest of the frame and see how it goes. I'm telling you now because I know how peed off I would be if I started watching a 25-minute odd video of a frame of snooker only to get to a really tense final stages and it be not and it cut off abruptly. So you've been warned, but it's still a good frame nonetheless. Well, it's a close frame nonetheless. So here we go then. Si's already got a red in, but might not managed to get a colour. Just playing a safety shot here up behind the bottle colours, plays it pretty well, gets a useful kiss off the green, which puts maybe spoils it being behind the bottle colour, but gets the cue ball right on the cushion. So I have to play a good shot from here, and I must admit I was not intending that red to go anywhere near the pocket, so it wasn't like a failed shot to nothing. I just did not see that pot as being on, which is why it went over the pocket, which Si was able to pot and get basically, I think he played it with a bit of safety, and but luckily the green is usefully close to the yellow pocket. So, but he gets a bit unlucky with the cannon there and ends up leaving the cue ball in D rather than getting down to the other end of the table. Green just about goes on its spot. So can Si recover with this long red? Even if he does, it's difficult to see where the next colour's coming from. Yeah, that would have been a pretty nasty shot if he'd potted that red. But as it is, he's left it a bit tricky for me because he's put the red up the baulk end. So I'm just trying to play a bit of a containing safety shot. I knew that if I left the cue ball close to the pink, there wouldn't be much on. Nothing easy anyway, so I kind of went for that red. But anyway, Si pulls out a very good mid-range pot to the corner, just runs a little bit far for one of the bought colours. Unless he can he get into the one of the colours into the middle pocket? I guess not, because he's turned it down. So what's he going to do? No, he's going to play one of these colours. So can he get this brown in the middle pocket? Or is he just playing a snooker? Well, it's attempted a snooker. It's not too bad, but I can get through to this red. But not to pot it, so just trying to get it safe, but didn't account for the double kiss. Anyway, not left it potable, but so I can get a reasonably good safety with the red back down the other end of the table and the white on the cushion. So can I get this red back down the other end of the table and the cue ball back up to the baulk end? Well, I can just about. Could have done with running a little bit further, but it's not too bad. Nothing really potable. Oh, that was a good safety shot, but it's very unlucky to put the yellow in. Look where that cue ball stopped. I would have been in a bit of a hole there. As it is, I can put Si back in and make him play this tricky straight red to the corner. And it's so straight that, well, he missed the red actually. If he'd potted the red, maybe the cue ball wouldn't have gone in. But as it is, he ended up missing the red and putting the cue ball in. So I invite Si to play again. since there's there's a relatively easy safety shot on, but there's a couple of hazards in the way. So I invite side to play again, and he actually goes for this pot here, but plays it as a containing safety. So just a safety for me, clipping off the bunch up hopefully behind the yellow. Again, just don't quite get enough on it. Could have really done with it bouncing off the cushion a little bit and settling behind the yellow. So thin one for side, plays it really nicely. Almost perfect weight, I'd say. Yeah, pretty much perfect weight. And leaves me with this long red to the corner, which I don't know whether I was trying to pot that or not. I can't remember, to be honest. But either way, it goes wrong and leaves side one to the middle. But he has missed it, and it's come back out, and it's a thin one, but I should be able to cut this in, which I can do. I just need to get, I just needed to avoid the bunch really, and yeah, haven't done, so I've snookered myself on all ball, I think. Maybe I can just get through to the pink, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to come off a cushion here. And what am I going to do? I normally cut out the thinking time, but I haven't cut out the thinking time of shots that basically break building, essentially. So this is, although this is a safety shot now, or a snooker escape, yeah, I've just about got enough side on that to get around for the pink. And actually, that's probably about as good a result I could ever have hoped for. So, forces side into a little bit of a mistake by cannon in the black with his safety shot. So can I get this red in and get out for pink? I can, but I cannon a red and it ruins my positional shot. So I've only really got this long, well, medium pink, but I'm queuing over the whole of the reds basically, so it's not going to be easy. So I'm playing it with safety in mind, just trying to get the pink in really, but didn't get too close to it. So lots of reds going down, but not much else. Well, lots of reds and lots of cue balls going down, I guess. But so double kiss on the pot there has done side a bit of a favour, but I should be able to get this red. I should be able to get this safe playing the double kiss shot. Side's done okay there. He's cut off that red that's in balk, so I can't get to that. So I've only got this long red really. But I'm massively queued across that. My cue was all over the place. I'm not really sure why I tried to hit it so hard, because I just can't cue straight when I'm trying to play with power. That's a bit of a loose one from Sai. It's a bit tricky on the cushion, I guess, but right, can I get this one in? I can, but maybe should have committed to it a little bit more and tried to find a better colour than this one. But at least the green is available. The other option is to roll up behind the yellow. I can't see anything else really that's appealing, certainly from this angle. Maybe in-room me has other ideas, but I think if I'm thinking about taking this, either this yellow to the side or long pink, it's a bit silly. Yeah, take the yellow to the side, don't really get anywhere near it. I'm not sure that was the right shot. So another safety shot. Can I screw in up towards the green? Not too bad. It's covered the main bunch of reds on the cushion, but so I can get to this one. But all that double kisses kind of ruined the safe shot. Although I think he would have cannoned into that little bunch of three, which is now four reds, the yellow and black. So again, just a safety shot from me. This time so I can get to the edge of this bunch. So can he avoid the kiss on the red? He can, although he's hit it a little thick. And it's not. It's put that red near the pocket, but I'm having to cue with the rest over the pink. So yeah, that was always going to be tricky. Still would have expected to actually hit it, which is not ideal. So I can side do it from a bit longer range, but without the difficult cueing, you can. Now he's got a longish pink, but there's not too much distance between the pink and the white, so these aren't too bad. Depends on how much angle there is, really. No, he's not got it though. So this is not exactly a high scoring frame. Yeah, it went for the cut there, didn't work out. And I've just brought a red up towards the middle pocket. It's not easy, it's a bit more of a cut than it looks, and it ends up overcutting it and then gets a massively unlucky cannon with the pink for the cue ball to go in. And that was nowhere near enough in the normal circumstances. Again, tried to hit that hard and ended up cueing right across it. So I definitely need to work on my straight cueing when I'm playing with power. So yeah, nice cut back from side into the blind pocket. Nicely up for the brown. It's a bit low on the brown, so I might have to play off the top cushion. Just needs to avoid the green if he wants to get back down for a red. But he may just choose to take the points and play a safety shot. I'm not sure. He's having to get the extension out though. That never makes anything easier. It's a good pot. It's very difficult to get the cue power and get the cue ball around the table using that extension. So I went for the safety there, but just caught the reds on the way back out with the cue ball. And that wasn't the best from me. Almost fluked one, but I didn't, and not only have I not fluked it, I've left it up for Sai. I'm not sure what that shot was. If it was a pot, I was nowhere near. If it was a safety, I was also nowhere near. But then Sai's missed that one, and head in hands, that was disappointing. He's held by his face. But pretty happy with that pot and the position on the brown. Maybe could have done with being a little higher to get a chance to get on the red near the left cushion, but if I can play this well, and I can't play it well, I could have maybe run round, but just stretching over the table. But I also just didn't take enough time to line that up properly. So just a safety shot from side. Well, kind of a double attempt with safety in mind, I guess, is probably what that shot was. So long red. Bit awkward cueing off the cushion with the brown close by. Or am I going to look for a safety shot here? I think I'm going for the pot. Yeah, I went for it. It was always a risky one because I was going to be leaving the side right in the middle of the reds, but I think I might have got away with it with the black making this cueing awkward. Yeah, I did. I got a bit lucky there. Yeah, they're always hard. Just trying to get on the pink there to the left middle, but massively overcooked it. Well, not massively, but overcooked it. And yeah, kind of on nothing really. Green is probably the easiest pot on the table, but still that's not easy. Black is, I could play that as a relative shot to nothing. Try and cut that in and send the white up towards the balk end, but it's a bit negative. Green it is, but I think I'm playing this with a shot to nothing. Basically, play this, just try and play the green. And yeah, didn't get the green, but cue ball is relatively safe. So a good safety shot from Si. So just a containing safety for me, trying to just make it difficult for Si to find a safety shot. So having to cue down on this, looking to get to the black cushion. Played it okay, but the cue ball has just come out a little bit further than he'd like, leaving this pot on for me. So I do find these tricky. Yeah, there you go, overcut it by quite a margin and left Si a chance for one in the middle. But almost every colour safe is it's going to be tricky to get some additional points. And he's just been a bit unlucky there with that pink. He's going to try and cut it into the middle, but it's very close. He's not got it. But cue ball safe. Yeah, not sure. I think that was a pot attempt, but again, I've left Si a chance for another one in the middle. He's played that well. A bit unlucky that the black didn't come a bit further away from the cushion and make this one a bit more potable. As it is, the black won't go in the middle now, so pink is the option in the bottom left corner, I guess. Yeah, just rolling it in, or not rolling it close, but not getting it, so just the 1 point again. I managed to cut that one in, but where was the colour coming from? You know, I can understand taking it on if I'm like 25 points ahead, but really, in the context of the game, I needed the colour. I could do with the colour off that. And there was a very little chance of getting on one. Certainly playing at that pace. So what am I going to do here? Taking a bit of thinking time. Probably could have cut some of this out. Come on, pick a shot, man. It's got to be a safety shot. Just containing safety, cue ball on this cushion. Off the pink, probably. Maybe even if you wanted to, try and play a double on the pink. But really, as long as you're not leaving the cue ball anywhere near so that red is in the middle is on, then that's good enough. So yeah, that's what I'm playing. Just a thin one off the pink, try and get the cue ball back on the, basically back to something similar where it is. Actually, I didn't play that thin. I'm lucky not to go in off here. Hold my hand up because that was very lucky. Specifically the yellow covering the near red, or the nearer red. So awkward queuing, just trying to play safety here, get the cue ball down towards the black cushion and try and get the red into a safe position, but preferably not on the cushion. But Si goes around that, ends up hitting the yellow. That's a bit unlucky. Not going to turn those 4 points down though. Still, this table is really awkward. So yeah, another up and down safety. Caught that a bit thick. Got away with it though. This would be a very good pot if Si gets this in, but I think he's just playing safety. Yeah, it's a good shot. wasn't far away from me, but it was a tricky one to take on, and left this chance of the red in the middle, which Sai hasn't taken, thankfully. And has he left me a chance? Well, not much of a chance, but a bit of a chance. But I'm just playing a safety. Played a bit hard though. Left side attempter, which he's managed to take. But what colour has he got? Green, long green is probably the only realistic chance of a pot, which is what he's doing, I think. The red's pretty safe, so he might as well take it on. But he doesn't get it, so I'm back onto the safety exchange. Okay, so now I've got a relatively easy chance to get this red in and get on the brown at the very least. So put this red in and get on the brown, but well, I'm on this brown, but not really as I intended. So just having a look at the potting angle. I suppose I'll be going back to going in the right direction for the yellow, and I managed to fluke one. So that's another frame where I managed to fluke a colour on the colours. Nothing doing on the yellow though, and that wasn't a very good safety shot. But I left it a little tricky. It's quite close as yellow, so it's quite tricky to find the right angle. But he's got it. There we go. Long green. No, not quite. I assume he was playing a safety shot there. I'm not sure, but I assume so because he was no attempt to get on the brown, I guess, which would have been easy to do if he was playing the pot. But it's just a safe shot for me, but overhit it a little bit. Will the black come to my rescue? No, it won't. Well, I mean, I say rescue, it's a difficult pot from there. Which side doesn't try to take on. Now, will he get it behind the blue? Not sure it's got the legs. It hasn't. And he's left a chance here. It's a bit further from the pocket than it looks, but this is a chance. Should be natural to get round towards and pointing for the green, but given how tense it is, I decided not to take it on. And that's a great pot on the green. So what's he going to do here? Presumably a safety shot on the brown, send the brown back up the spots and maybe try and get the white on the left hand side. No, he actually went for the pot there. That was definitely a brave shot to take on. It's left me this chance, which I go for, but I don't get. But I do get the cue ball in a relatively safe position. Still not getting this brown in. Now, has he left his brown? He has. He's left a chance to the middle. So I've got to get this down. But I don't get it down. And left side, a tricky cut back into the middle, but it's doable. But he is going to be running away from the blue. He needs to avoid the pink. Oh, he's left himself hampered on the pink. And unfortunately, that's where I lose the footage. And here's what I think happened. I think Sai actually fouled on trying to play that blue. I'm not sure. But if he didn't, then I think he left the blue for me. And then I can't remember exactly what happened. I know that it went down to the black ball, and I know that I won the frame. And that's as much as I can tell you about the end. If you're in the comments, please feel free to jump in and post what you remember. But yeah, all that matters is, I guess, is that we're square. We're all square again, which I'm pretty happy with. That is the first session of 4 frames I actually come out on top, which I'm quite relieved about, because we did play a friendly session before this and I ended up winning 4 out of 5. So I would have been gutted to then go on and lose the next session of actual frames in this match. So thank you for watching. Sorry about the loss of the last of the frame, and a new memory card will be ordered soon, which will be bigger and hopefully give me like 4 or 5 hours worth of recording time rather than the 2.5 that I get now. So, and I'll see you in the next one.